in this video, I am going to be making pumpkin pie filling. I don't know if I'll make the pies today because it also takes making crust, and making the filling itself is a lot of work. So I did this once before. I'm gonna try and memorize how I did it. I don't know how that'll go. Yeah. I've got my pumpkin. This was homegrown in the garden out back somewhere. I am gonna try a new thing. I want to start doing shout outs because I feel like that might help others, possibly, I don't know. I'll start doing them at the start of every video if there are people to shout out. If you want to be shouted out, just comment, you can ask, you can do an emoji, you can whatever you like, and I will shout you out. If you want to show extra support, you can like or even subscribe, but I know you can find my videos without doing that, so I personally don't care. But if you would like to, it does show a lot of support to me and any creator out there, so I do appreciate it a lot. But yeah, if you want to be shouted out, I'll be trying that for the next few videos. You don't have to like or subscribe for it, you simply just gotta comment so I know. And yeah. Okay, I have my pumpkin split. So I have my two halves, and basically, very simple, cut it in half. I'm gonna use a spoon to cut it out, because you don't want the guts in it. That's not, maybe save the seeds. I don't know if you do it, we do, but we cook them. Yeah, spin. Okay, I got a bowl, I got it all out. It's a lot easier when your pumpkin's cut in half, aside from carving with a small hole, thankfully. One hollow half, I'm gonna quickly do the other one, and then I'll get back to you. Okay, that's two. Yeah. So basically, when you have your two hollow-sided pumpkins, I don't know what that hand was doing, you're gonna want to cut it in a few more areas because we gotta shave this part off. There might be an easier way to do it. I don't know for sure, but I just use a peeler for like potatoes and carrots. Worked fine. Angles were a little tough to work with, but it works. That's all that matters. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so you can't see them all, but I have a bunch of quarters of a pumpkin, I don't know, a bunch of pumpkin pieces. This just makes it easier to shave. You can do halves if you want. I did that last time. A little more difficult, but it still works. Some of these turned out really small. You don't need them this thin. You can do like this size, but so I'm gonna cut up the other one. We'll get to peeling, and then we'll chop them into little bits and get to the rest. Okay, now that your wrists are broken, because mine hurt, I don't have good wrists. I don't know why I'm mentioning that, but oh well. So, hold on. It's all cut. They're all different sizes. Sizes, again, doesn't matter. Cut it how you want. This is all gonna be mashed in the end anyway, so it doesn't matter a whole lot, but I find the smaller the easier because pumpkins, if you look at a pumpkin, it has, it's not like a smooth circle. It's got the little, you get it though. So it's just easier, but I'm gonna use simply this. You could probably cut it off, but I would say that's a lot more dangerous. So if you are a minor or something, supervision, again, adult to do it. Okay, it's done. That's honestly not bad. I think the cutting is gonna be the longest part, but I have a whole pile of pumpkin. The backs are peeled. You have that. You're basically gonna just cut them up into small cubes. Just kind of like cut them into little pieces, because it'll be easier for the boiling and the mashing and stuff. Yeah, you're just gonna want to cut them into pieces, and then we'll move on to getting the pot and the water and all that ready. You technically could get it ready now, but the cutting is a decent process, so I do it after, but up to you. Okay, I was gonna say get a bowl and move your tiny parts into it, but turns out I don't know where ours is, and I didn't prep. So instead, I'm just gonna get my pot out now. I'm not gonna turn on the oven. I'm not gonna put water in it just yet, but I'm gonna use it as a bowl. So I'm just gonna put it on the oven, and every time you have like your small chunks, just move them into there while you cut them up, or at the very end or whatever. I am using this. So decently sized, a lot of space. Now that you have a counter full of pumpkin, I'm gonna transfer it into the pot and fill the pot up with water, which I will show in a minute. Basically, the next step is just boiling them down. It makes them easier to mash and kind of cooks them a little. Okay, pumpkin full of water, all good. You basically just want your water to start to boil, and then you bring it down to medium, I think, or down enough to simmer, and just kind of let it simmer for a bit. I might put it to high so it boils quicker because I'm impatient, but put it to high, move it down to medium, or in your own way to bring it to a boil and then down to simmer. That is up to you. So that is gonna take quite a bit. Last time it took a while, and this is a bigger pot. While that goes, I typically use this time to make pie crust. If you want to turn it into a pie, or you can make anything else. I usually use pumpkin to make pumpkin pie because I love the taste of pumpkin, but I'm not into the whole pumpkin muffins or anything unless it's like cinnamon sugar as well. You can turn it into a lot of things, honestly. Pumpkin muffins, healthy protein bars of some sort, cookies, pumpkin pie. My grandma gave me a bunch of other ideas, but I can't think of them right now. If you have dogs, you can turn it into, incorporate it into their food, because as long as there's nothing added, like just purely boiled and mashed pumpkin, even buying the homemade cans of pumpkin puree can sometimes not be good because they have stuff added. But if it's fresh, nothing in it, you can give it to your dogs. It is healthy. It can boost a lot of things in their system, I guess. I'm unsure about cats. They could be different, so I would Google that. But yeah, if once it's done, if you want to make them a treat, like make little dots and cook them, which is what I've done before, that works too. I'll see you in a minute though. Okay, I'm back. Those just simmered, boiled, cooked, whatever for, I want to say roughly 20 minutes. The way I know that they're personally done is using whatever stirring utensil you're using, or anything you have, spoon, whatever, to try and like push one against the wall, and if it easily kind of like goes through, or easily whatever, then it's soft. There are two ways to transfer it out. You can either put a strainer in the sink and just dump it. You just gotta be careful because the pot's hot. Technically into... Okay, wait, hold on. I'm doing this differently. I lied. I don't know where the bowl is, and I totally forgot about that. It's probably smarter to let them cool down before you blend them, because the next part is putting as much as you can fit into a blender so that it's like a paste or a puree or whatever. And that's pretty much the final step, because after that you just jar it. So yeah, this lighting is great. I just did dishes, so ignore these. If you're going to do this, please be careful. Please make sure someone else is around. This is hot water, this is a hot pot, hot pumpkin. It's just hot, okay? So be careful. Thank you. Our big blender broke a long time ago, so I'm gonna use a magic bullet because that's all I have. Or honestly, if you really wanted, if you have a masher that you typically use for like potatoes and stuff, that does work too. You can just mash it. If you're like me and you have a really shitty and you have a really shitty blender, mash it up first. And by the end of it, it should look like this. It's gonna be more yellow than your canned version, but it tastes just like pumpkin and it still works. Okay. After what felt like absolutely forever because my blender sucks, I finally got it done. That singular pumpkin did about 2.5 jars. I have these 2 full and this one that's just a little full. I would have picked a smaller jar, but I didn't think about it. That's basically it. You can just refrigerate it now. If you can use it for anything, baking, dog treats, whatever you'd like. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it was easy to follow. I'm still getting used to this, so I'm not the best right now, but it is mainly for fun anyway, so I guess that doesn't matter. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, and have a good rest of your night, day, evening. There's a fly. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video if you choose to tune in. Bye.